Hello there gamers, and welcome to the latest edition of Almost Gaming. Sorry I've had trouble establishing a rhythm on these videos, but don't worry, we'll get there. On today's show, Nintendo is almost ready to announce their announcements, Microsoft is still being shady about The Witcher, Sony has victory proclaimed for them, GTA 5 gets a nice PC mod, and we find out the next place that Hidden Blades will be meeting next. It's time for gaming news, so hit that intro. Nintendo kind of has a lot of balls in the air right now. They have a new console somewhere out there in the undefined mist, games coming out for smartphones, as well as this quality of life lineup of products. Well, the Big N is ready to say that they will be announcing what they're going to be talking about at this year's E3 on Wednesday. Now, that hit an odd middle space for me that comes after writing but before publishing, so I'm just going to have to sum up what they said next week. What I can say this week is that Nintendo won't be discussing anything at E3 but games. At a recent financial briefing, they told investors that they don't even plan to discuss the NX until 2016, and that they understand that E3 is a dedicated video games conference, so there are no plans to discuss their quality of life lineup. At the currently ongoing GameSpeak conference, congoers attending the Unity panel were probably planning on hearing how the new development system will make game development easier. They did indeed, but they also got a surprising and rather forthright summation of the current console war. Unity CEO John Riccitiello was asked his take on the current console market, and he said, quote, "Sony effing nailed it and they deserve the victory." He led up to that remark by saying that while the two were bringing similar hardware to the market, Microsoft was focusing on entertainment, while Sony was more focused simply on gaming. He compared this to two pool players, one trying to line up two shots at once, while the other simply focused on the shot in front of them. Another day, another fun PC gaming mod. This one is for Grand Theft Auto 5 and lets you mess with the water in the game. Created by Script Mods, one called Atlantis covers the entire map in water. A second lets you remove all the seawater from the game. And a third lets you hit Los Santos with huge tsunamis. Have fun, Los Santonians. Could someone please explain what the difference between a PC and an Xbox One is to Microsoft and CD Projekt Red? Because someone clearly seems to be confused, as we've had yet another misrepresentation of The Witcher 3 footage. The game was featured on the Conan O'Brien show, and while an Xbox One game box was shown during the intro, the developer clarified a few days later that the gameplay footage was for the PC. Now, they insist that the games are going to look similar when both are finally launched, but we're going to have to wait and see on that. Something about this just seems shady. And for today's featured story, it seems that Ubisoft might be in a hurry to put the surprisingly embarrassing Assassin's Creed Unity behind them, as they have already announced the next Assassin's Creed game, Syndicate. A trailer for the game debuted on May 12th, showcasing what it's about, and it seems that the story is going to center on a group of assassins in 1868 London working to wake up the working class from under the heel of the aristocrats. We see a curved blade for close quarters fighting, brass knuckles, zip lining, bare knuckle boxing, carriage riding, at least one level set on Big Ben, a stealth mode, the return of Eagle Vision, and a gang or syndicate system. Jacob and Evie Fire will serve as the game's two protagonists, and Charles Dickens and Charles Darwin will serve as key NPCs. There doesn't seem to be much word on a release date yet, so keep your ears perked up. That is going to do it for the latest edition of Almost Gaming. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video by clicking the like button right down below. Subscribe to the channel to get the latest gaming news, and leave some comments below on what you thought of these stories. Thanks one more time for watching, and until next time, game on.